Ever thought of stepping into a garden that's not just pleasing to the eyes, but also a treat to your taste buds? Welcome, my green-thumbed friends and curious newcomers, to the intriguing world of edible landscaping. Imagine, if you will, a garden that's a riot of colors, textures, and aromas, a place that's both a visual delight and a culinary adventure. Edible landscaping, for those unfamiliar, is the art of integrating edible plants into your garden design. It's a marriage of aesthetics and functionality, where every plant serves double duty, offering both ornamental value and a harvest of fresh, homegrown food. But the magic of edible landscaping lies not just in its practicality, but in its ability to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Picture a garden where vibrant vegetables rub shoulders with ornamental flowers, where fruit trees cast their shade over a carpet of herbs, where berry bushes border your walkways, and where every plant, every leaf, every bloom has a story to tell and a gift to give. Imagine plucking ripe tomatoes from a vine that doubles as a living trellis, or harvesting fresh herbs from a border that's as fragrant as it is beautiful. But it's not just about the harvest, it's about the journey, the joy of sowing seeds, nurturing plants, and watching as they grow and blossom under your care. It's about the sense of accomplishment that comes from stepping outside and seeing a garden that reflects your creativity, your hard work, and your love for nature. This is the beauty of edible landscaping. It's an invitation to engage with your garden in a whole new way, to see beyond the ornamental and discover the edible, to create a space that's as nourishing to the body as it is to the soul. It's a celebration of nature's generosity, a testament to the power of sustainable living, and a reminder that beauty and functionality can coexist in harmony. So whether you're a seasoned gardener looking to spice up your landscape or a beginner eager to dip your toes into the world of gardening, edible landscaping offers a world of possibilities waiting to be explored. After all, an edible landscape is where every plant is a feast for both the eyes and the palate. Beyond its visual appeal, edible landscaping offers a multitude of benefits. In the heart of this garden revolution lies the ecological advantage. This approach to gardening promotes biodiversity, creating a vibrant ecosystem that attracts a variety of insects, birds, and other wildlife. Imagine your garden buzzing with pollinators like bees and butterflies, flitting from one plant to another, maintaining the delicate balance of our ecosystem. From the smallest worm to the most colorful butterfly, every creature plays a part in this symphony of life. Edible landscaping also goes hand in hand with water conservation. By focusing on native and drought-resistant plants, you can create a lush and productive garden that thrives with less water. Picture a garden that's not only bountiful but also resilient, able to withstand the driest summers and the harshest winters. And let's not forget about reducing food miles. When you grow your own food, you're cutting out the middleman and shrinking your carbon footprint. No more trucking in produce from across the country or around the globe. Instead, your food journey is measured in footsteps, from garden to table. You're not just growing food, you're growing a healthier planet. But the benefits of edible landscaping extend beyond the environmental. There's something profoundly satisfying about nurturing a plant from seed to harvest, about biting into a tomato still warm from the sun, about sharing a meal made with ingredients grown in your own backyard. It's a way to reconnect with nature, to slow down and savor the simple pleasures of life. Moreover, edible landscaping aligns perfectly with principles of sustainable living. It encourages us to make the most of our resources, to recycle and compost, to practice crop rotation and companion planting. It's about creating a garden that's not just productive but also regenerative, able to replenish its own resources and continue to thrive year after year. Edible landscaping is not just about growing food, it's about nurturing a diverse, sustainable ecosystem right in your backyard. So why not give it a try? Turn your garden into a feast for the senses and the table alike, and experience the joy and fulfillment of edible landscaping for yourself. Transforming your garden into an edible landscape may seem daunting, but it's easier than you might think. To begin, let's talk about companion planting. This ancient gardening technique involves growing different plants together to benefit one another. For example, planting basil near your tomatoes can help deter pests and enhance the flavor of your tomatoes. Marigolds, with their bright, cheerful flowers, can also serve as a natural pest deterrent when planted throughout your garden. Now, moving on to vertical gardening. Don't underestimate the power of growing up. This method is a game changer, especially for small spaces. You can grow a variety of crops, from climbing beans and tomatoes to trailing varieties of squash and cucumber. Even fruits like strawberries and certain types of melons can be trained to grow vertically, freeing up valuable ground space and creating a visually appealing garden. Square-foot gardening is another fantastic strategy. It's all about maximizing productivity in a minimal area. This technique involves dividing your garden into 1-foot squares and planting a different crop in each. It's an efficient method that allows you to grow a diverse range of plants in a compact space. Choosing the right plants for your edible landscape is crucial. Consider your local climate, soil type, and sunlight availability when selecting plants. For warmer climates, consider heat-loving plants like peppers, tomatoes, and melons. If you're in a cooler region, leafy greens, peas, and root vegetables might be a better fit. Your personal preferences matter too. Grow what you love to eat. If you're a fan of fresh salads, consider planting a variety of leafy greens. If you're into homemade pasta sauces, why not grow your own tomatoes, basil, and garlic? Remember, edible landscaping is not just about functionality, it's about creating a space that's visually appealing too. Combine plants with different colors, shapes, and textures to create a feast for the eyes, as well as the palate. With a bit of planning and creativity, you can turn any space into a lush, productive garden. So what are you waiting for? Let's get planting. No matter how big or small your outdoor space is, there's an edible landscape design that's perfect for you. With edible landscaping, there are no boundaries, only possibilities. Whether you're blessed with a sprawling backyard or a petite balcony, it's all about making the most of what you have and turning it into a beautiful and productive garden. For those with ample space, consider incorporating raised beds filled with leafy greens or fruit-bearing shrubs. These not only add structure and visual interest to your landscape but also provide a bountiful harvest. You can also create an edible hedge with berries and nuts, creating a living fence that offers privacy and a tasty treat. If you're working with a smaller space, don't be disheartened. Your balcony, patio, or even windowsill can become a mini edible oasis. Container gardening is a fantastic way to grow a variety of plants in limited space. You can use pots, baskets, or even upcycled items like old crates or tin cans. Fill them with a mix of herbs, vegetables, and edible flowers to create a colorful and aromatic display. Vertical gardening is another innovative technique for maximizing space. With a trellis, hanging baskets, or a living wall, you can grow upwards, transforming a bare wall or fence into a lush, green canvas. Imagine a wall of cascading tomatoes, a trellis draped with beans, or a palette bursting with a rainbow assortment of herbs. And let's not forget about the power of multi-purpose plants. Many edible plants are also ornamental, adding beauty to your garden while providing food. Think blueberry bushes with their stunning fall foliage, chive plants with their delicate purple flowers, or kale plants that add a pop of color to your winter garden. Edible landscaping is truly a versatile approach that can be adapted to fit any space and style. It's about transforming your outdoor area into a productive paradise, where every plant serves a purpose, and every harvest brings joy. So, start planning, get creative, and let your imagination guide you in creating your own edible landscape. Edible landscaping is more than a gardening trend. It's a joyful journey of discovery and creativity. It's a symphony of colors, textures, and flavors, an ever-changing canvas that invites you to engage with nature in a profoundly personal and rewarding way. The joy of edible landscaping lies not just in the delicious fruits of your labor, but also in the process itself. Every seed you sow, every plant you nurture, brings you closer to the rhythms of the earth. There's a unique satisfaction in watching a tiny seedling grow into a robust plant, laden with ripe, ready-to-harvest produce. Each season brings its own magic, its own challenges and triumphs, keeping you attuned to the subtle shifts and cycles of the natural world. But the delights of edible landscaping go beyond the sensory. There's a certain empowerment in growing your own food, in knowing exactly where it comes from and how it's grown. This is food at its freshest, its most nutritious, harvested at the peak of ripeness and enjoyed moments later. It's a celebration of self-sufficiency and sustainability, a testament to the bountiful yield of nature when tended with care and respect. And let's not forget the sense of community that edible landscaping fosters. Sharing your homegrown harvest with neighbors, swapping gardening tips with fellow enthusiasts, or simply enjoying a meal prepared with ingredients from your garden. These are experiences that enrich our lives, that connect us with one another and with the world around us. In essence, edible landscaping is an invitation to slow down, to savor the moment, to take pleasure in the simple act of nurturing and nourishing. It's an opportunity to cultivate not just a garden but also a deeper connection with the earth and its abundant gifts. So why not give edible landscaping a go? It's a beautiful, bountiful adventure that's waiting right outside your door.